Okay, so I think when we last left, you drove the truck into the room with the weird machine.
And into it.
Rahul is still outside.
And zigzagging across the field to get into the building, yes.
Right, because figures in the darkness are hurling projectiles at you that must be subsonic because you can hear them pinging off of things, but you don't see any or hear muzzle.
I think that you clearly established that they were using crossbows for
Right.
some reason.
I mean, for lack of a better
there was
word,
a crossbow sniper up there.
right? For lack of a better word, steel barbed bolts are hitting things, so you would assume they are crossbows. I mean, if they're not effectively, they are. So just as long as you guys are informed, so crossbow is what we'll call it. So that's what you're getting shot at. Is Griffin down?
Yes, I was unconscious last time. I think a mix of getting hurt from one of those bolts and almost getting run over by a car.
Yeah, I think I think when he drove the car, I think you dodged out of the way, but in anime fashion, you sort of got knocked out of the way.
Yeah, sort of got clipped by it. I'm just glad he didn't like back up immediately afterwards, to finish the job.
What?
So
what did you say?
Beep, 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 beep.
And you also mentioned that the wounds from the bolts were burning on one of us.
They're barbed.
So there might be some barbed. Oh, I thought you meant there was some kind of poison on them then.
No. Unlike tetanus, but this does take place in the future where people are no longer vaccinated.
Ah, damn it! They wiped their the barbs on their asses.
Tell us about the 3 clamshells.
Oh God, guys are nerds. No, in fact, that's another thing that would clue that they, the problem is I know an obnoxious amount about bow hunting, but I have no idea how bow hunting is handled in Japan. So, but yeah, no. I mean, like, I'm being nerdy. They are indeed crossbow bolts. They're barbed because the way you actually do bow hunting is you don't try to kill it instantly. You shoot it and then exsanguinate it. So the bolt gets stuck in the creature and the wound won't close and you slowly bleed to death, which also has the advantage that you can follow the blood trail. So, however, in game terms, you usually don't have a lot of rules for blood loss. Like in Iron Claw, we debated. But damage over time is something we'll have to discuss later because
I mean, it's no different than the burning rules.
Well, yeah, but it's we don't have a reservoir of hit points like 1,000 hit points, so we can tick off like 2 points every round or something like that. That's an advantage of a hit point or a life bar system. Because we have a discrete system of where you get hit and have to soak every round, it would work different.
Life soak. Get 1 point for every year you've lived.
Well, and also, like, whenever I play a role-playing game, I've never seen a role-playing game, including the computer games, that have arrows and bolts exsanguinate targets. You just get hit and take damage and we get on with our lives. You have that comical scene where, you're wandering around with 8 arrows stuck in your face. And my favorite...
The only game I've seen deal with blood loss like that is Dwarf Fortress. That is not a
because
easy game.
God bless Dwarf Fortress, the best game ever made.
Burn all the fat off your body with fire.
Oh,
Memoria
man.
does that too.
Oh, I'm on fire. I've lost all these hit points because I'm on fire. I'm so tired. I guess I'll go to bed. Then the bed catches.
Oh, I'm on fire. I'm so tired. Better drink more beer.
And one of my favorites. Oh, wow. Oh, look how cool these boots are. Oh, they're on fire, but they're really cool boots. I better put them on. But yes. But I think that also the last comment I'm making this is playing fucking Elder Scrolls and discovering that my encumbrance is increased because every time I get shot by an arrow, they add it to my fucking inventory.
Ow.
I thought that was hilarious. It was like, guys, why am I so slow? I have 700 arrows. All right, I've been shot all day. And they just added it to my inventory. Well, better drop these. 700 arrows.
Well, what's the quote? Don't toss the arrow that will return against you.
Oh, God. So, yeah, no, so I should clarify, they're not burning. They are like hunter level crossbow bolts. I just thought I would give you some information. Okay, so Griffin is down, and Arcloid, remind me where you were.
I think I was in the truck with them. I don't know if we got in there or not.
Okay.
We tried to put one of the bots that we killed into it, and it didn't work because we were both weaklings.
Right, you tried to do that, and then I think Susano just said, fuck this shit, and just drove the truck. Because I remember the last thing was he drove the truck through the front of the building.
Right into the machine.
Right, where you crash into a large machine. I would say that it is about... You guys ever been on like a factory floor?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so I think I described the building as it's your standard like World War II era like large boxy building where it's like 3 stories tall on the inside and just hollow. And the machine that you crash into, well, it's heavy steel and operational. I'm not sure you got a really good look at it before you smashed into it. And I think you had your seatbelt on, so you didn't take damage from that.
I think the last thing that happened was that you said that I crashed into it, and we did nothing about that.
Okay, well, hey, let's do a game mechanic. When you crash into it, you will go ahead and take damage.
Seeing as I rolled a soak while we were talking earlier, can I just use that?
I think that's what that was for.
No, I literally just rolled that while you were talking about how many dice you could use while soaking.
Okay. Well, and
You
also
don't have a modular outfit.
Okay. Oh, and also
I know an arrow dick doesn't count. I got shot by an arrow earlier. I understand. A bolt, sorry.
Okay. Right. And so even with your seatbelt not fastened, I think you would still soak it.
Because I'm still wearing a normal outfit. Because I didn't come here straight from work. So I'm not wearing a utility outfit or whatever that's called.
Right. So I think you get shaken and stuff. But the truck, when it smashes into it, the machine is not, even though it looks heavy, it's not properly bolted to the floor like a machine would be. So the entire apparatus would shift another meter or so from the inertia of the truck. It would then crumple, and in the same moment you hear a lot of hissing noises as a lot of pneumatics just suddenly burst. Then there'll be another hideous rendering noise that sounds like something is wrapping around the axles.
Right.
And the engine will keep revving, but the truck will skid to a stop. And your windshield, like in front of you, is a large crumpled mass of machinery making a lot of hissing noises. Like this all happens in like a couple seconds. But no spike shoots through the windshield and kills you instantly.
I'm gonna try and reverse.
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and try to you start hitting things and trying to reverse the car. I need you to make a roll of speed and transport. While you're doing that, Griffin, you're exsanguinating in the parking lot.
Yep,
right?
slowly.
Okay. Okay, so Katsu and Rahul are outside. What are the two? You guys saw the truck bash, and then you hear like hideous metal grinding and exploding noises. You don't see that much. Like the truck went inside, you can see the truck lights and it hit something. But it's not visually that impressive. So,
question, is the inside of the building illuminated or not?
no, it is pitch black inside the building. The only thing you can see inside the building is the rear lights of the truck because the front headlights were destroyed when it hit something.
Damn it. Anyway, I continue sprinting towards the now bashed in door.
Okay,
Yeah,
The
I'll do that
factory-
as well.
the factory itself has like grass patches and garbage, so I'm just gonna make you ask for a roll of mind and athletics. Mind so you don't see anything, and athletics so if anything gets in your way, you just jump over it like the cool boy you are. If you have any special abilities that add to running, we can put those in.
Observation.
Um,
I mean, I'm not sure, but
Well, just,
that's only.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. It's always easier on me. I'm usually of the logic of I'll just like mentally raise the difficulty a little bit, but that's okay because you'd rather roll more dice. Okay, so one success. So you thread your way through the debris.
Yes.
Arcloid, on the other hand, is like Katsu, like there's like dumpsters and garbage. Like you move forward, wait, what's that? It's nothing, and then so you're being a little more cautious and lagging behind.
Yes.
Okay, no one went to go look for Griffin. Sorry, apparently you're chopped liver today.
I thought it was right side by side with someone when the truck was there because we were
Yeah.
both trying to get in. But,
I
I guess
believe-
I'm abandoned.
I believe you were with Katsu, but you guys did get separated, and if you fail to reduce damage to 0, you are incapacitated. Anime fashion,
Yep.
you have become a single cell that we slowly pan over, and you just go like, is there a name for that anime noise that people make?
Gasping.
Choking.
Yeah, but you guys know what I'm talking about. That specific noise that all anime characters make.
Yeah, you typically say your last words in the same tone.
Yes, but he's doing voiceover, so we don't have to animate his lips moving.
Oh, yeah, of course, he'll be frozen sideways with like the 3 lines over the side of his head.
Studio money.
Yes. How did I get to this point? Because we spent all our money last episode when you hit the fucking machine and it exploded everywhere. In this episode, you can see it's a completely different animation team because it's like drawn with only half the level of detail now. I'm sorry, jokes like this crack me up.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Avery moves to the back door and looks inside, and with only one success, he'll just peer inside and go, "Yep, that's pitch black, all right." And poor Griffin is abandoned. This is when I will need rolls of speed and evasion from both Katsu and Rahul, because I hesitate to go off on another tangent like this, but I was playing some more of the old school D&D, and one of the things that bothers me about a lot of newer games is how precise your accuracy is. Like I keep asking, like, why don't all 8 kobolds all shoot the wizard? Because they know what a wizard is. It says in kobold lore that they know what one is, I don't care if they have intelligence of 8. It says they know what wizards are. They worship and fear wizards. They would shoot the naked wizard before they shoot the plate mail guy. And then I wondered, well, how do old games deal with this? And if you play an old school game like D&D, you're not allowed to individually target people. If you fire into a mob of people, the GM is supposed to randomly assign odds of which one you hit.
Oh, shooting into melee. Yeah.
Right. So, or not even shooting at me, shooting at hostiles. Like if I looked at a mob of 9 goblins, I'm not allowed to say I shoot the closest goblin. You're not even allowed to say that. You would roll to hit, and then you'd have a 1 in 9 chance of hitting a specific goblin. It would be spread out.
I just remember the old rule that if you shoot a ranged weapon into a group of a melee that includes your friends, the rule was called shooting into melee because you have a random chance to shoot your friends as well.
But that's a 3rd edition rule, and they got rid of that in 4th edition.
Second or first, I can't remember, but it was an old school game.
Right, and in 1st or 2nd. So one of the things that we're going to bring back, since I talked about the weird rolling, is I like the idea that if you shoot into a mob of people, that you shouldn't be able to necessarily pick a specific target. So we're going to bring back one of the Ironclaw rules, the lowest roller rule. Because some of the spells that I really like in
it's not going to help you right now.
Right. Well, I just want to mention this. Like one of the things I really especially enjoy about Jade Claw and some of the Iron Claw spells is a lot of them that hit the lowest roller. This gives you extra accuracy because if you like attack 9 people and the guy who rolls the lowest gets hit, it raises your accuracy because one of those schmucks is going to roll terrible. But on the other hand, it it would be a little it would also make make certain weapons work differently. But anyway, that's what I'm rambling about right now. Anyway, okay, so Avery has 4s and you have 4s. Okay.
That's why I said I wasn't going to help you out right now.
So what happens as a result of this is Avery Rahul, you're going to hear a thunk noise, like something hit. Like I'm assuming that when you got to the garage door, you're peering inside, not standing there as a full body victim, right?
Definitely.
Right. So you'll hear something hit the far wall, as if someone is shooting at you with, I don't know, crossbow bolts, and being a crappy shot.
I will do the drop.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, like you'll back up a little bit and flatten yourself up against the wall, but whoever they were, they just missed. Meanwhile, Arcloid, while you're wandering around the lot going, shit, what do I do? I gotta go this way, that way. You will hear a thunk, and like, look to your side and there'll be an the camera, the anime camera will have an out of focus object and then we'll change the focus so you'll be blurry and it will show the crossbow bolt stuck in the ground about 2 paces away from you.
Shit.
Let's see. Where is
I rolled 2
Susano? Oh,
successes.
you have 2 successes?
Yeah.
You will throw the thing into reverse, and you will hear, remember, this vehicle is like a 50-year-old gas-burning vehicle.
Which means 50 years ago, we really knew how to build vehicles. I should tear through anything that's made of modern metal. This thing is steel.
Yes, but also 50. Well, no, you're thinking of like the 1950s.
I'm actually thinking of Back to the Future. Why don't we just crush him? That vehicle is made of steel. It'll rip right through us.
Right. Well, that's because they had 50s Cadillacs. This is a 1970s vehicle, which would have had but right. So in other words, what I'm getting at here is since your engine your engine sounds pretty good, and when you start to back up, even with 2 successes, and you actually have transport skill, don't you?
Yep.
Okay. The way the vehicle is handling, you've bent the frame and possibly broken the front axle.
Is it too late to personality this? Or motto, sorry, motto.
What is your motto?
Oh, what a hero you have found in me.
If you want to, you can roll a second time and add those successes.
Because I really feel like this is the Tremors moment, where the Tremors are grabbing the bottom of the vehicle and...
Okay, I think it's appropriate. You say your motto. What a hero I can be!
For a third.
Okay, with 3 successes, all right, so like when you hit it and then you try to back up, like I said, you heard things wrap around the axle, but I'm going to assume that for the sake of cinematics, you gun the engine, rock the car, and then pull backwards. There's a whole bunch of liquids leaking out of the front of the car, but it's still drivable.
Oh, yeah.
You've probably also done permanent damage to the frame, but it's still drivable, but you didn't shatter the axle.
One last movie reference, I swear. I'm imagining, like, Near Dark. You remember that one? With the vampires on the hood of the truck?
Oh my god, I haven't seen that in fucking 30 years.
Yeah, and he's punching in, he's ripping shit out of the truck, and it's... Yeah, I'm just imagining the front of the truck's all messed up, like sparks and everything else, too.
Yeah, there's stuff stuck in it. Yeah, I mean, you've probably cracked the radiator block and that kind of stuff. But that stuff that's going to matter, that's going to matter a half hour from now. Right now, the car can still drive. But that also, the headlights are gone. So,
right, but if I just go straight backwards, I should come out the way I came. Should.
Yes, you should. Rahul, the truck is backing up.
This is how I clip all 3 people in the party.
Most notably, when you back the truck up, You don't hear the backup noise. So,
Well, I suppose it has a backing light.
Yeah, the reds, you've seen those.
The lights are on. So yeah, the backup light is on. But what I meant is, the beep 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 warning noise. It doesn't make that noise.
It's fine. I don't need that. I know I'm going backwards. I can tell.
Okay, so the truck lurches and comes out like another pace or two. There is a variety of smells, both rusty and the sweet smell of transmission fluid.
Don't lick it.
Okay, so the bad guys apparently fired crossbow bolts at you. Susanna, you're backing up. Do you want to keep backing up?
Yeah.
Okay. You rolled 3 successes. You will pull backwards into the parking lot, and most importantly, not run over Ohira.
Perfect.
Hooray!
Rahul
bleeding.
is pressed up against the wall and secure, so he doesn't have a problem. Katsu, you see the car go past you. The truck is there. The front of it is crumpled all to hell, and there's some sort of bizarre beam sticking out of it. But it's a miracle it's still drivable. Okay, armed with this information, like I said, Rahul, you look in the factory, it is pitch black.
I am going to wait a tick and see what everybody else is doing because I am torn right now.
Okay, we'll pass. Ohiro is like, they're getting out of here. What am I going to do? Katsu, what are you going to do?
How far past Kanisha Road did the truck go?
It has pulled out into the way the place is laid out. There was a parking lot staging area, and on the east side of it was the office where you had your adventures, and on the west side of it is the factory and the motor pool. So the truck is pulled out into the staging area and could make up its mind of whether it wants to go into the factory, the office, or just ram the gate and leave.
I was thinking about getting into the truck if
You
the door is still open.
You could do that. Susano, do you want to help let Katsu get in the truck?
Sure, but I'm going to be getting out of the truck.
Oh, well then...
My intention is to run around the front of the truck to inspect the damage.
Okay. So, well, but Katsu, you can try to jump and get in the truck. That's going to be a roll of speed, athletics, and transport.
All right.
The doors aren't really held on that well anyway. With one success, you'll get inside the truck just in time to see, Susano getting out, starting to get out of the truck. Okay, so, and Rahul can see reasonably well in the dark because he's got stealth. So, yeah.
Eyes like a cat.
Well, you see a shadowy figure that's probably Katsu jump into the truck. No sign of Ohira. So
I am going to go Sam Fisher here and just press on because first I want to run interference and make sure that everyone else is not getting shot at. And second, I am so damn curious what's going on here.
So you want to run inside the factory?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming that running inside the factory is going to be speed, mind, athletics, and observation. Stealth adds to this, but clandestine is for blending into a crowd, so only stealth will work on this. And I don't think you have running, climbing, or jumping or anything like that.
Not yet.
Okay. If only there was a crowd to blend into here.
Quick, let's all surround him.
Summon a flash mob. Beep, beep, beep. Flash mob at the spooky abandoned factory with death crossbows.
It's a Scooby-Doo party.
3 people said no, and 1 person says maybe.
There'll be food here.
There'll be food.
That'll at least get 2 people.
I still have 3d8s in this.
Yeah. Well, one success. You'll run inside the factory, and I don't want to say like, for the most part, it's there was that machine that was there, and as you run inside and start moving around, there are large oblong shapes that are put in regular places to block your movement. You assume that there are boxes on pallets. You fumble your way inside. You don't actually hit anything, but it's dark, and you're just going like, I'll go this way. All right, I got cover behind this. What is this? Some kind of crate. All right. Well, it's probably, like I said, you just fumble inside like this is the first time you're doing this level in a first-person shooter.
That is fine with me.
Okay. And okay. And Ohiro is just okay, so one success. The truck is out in the staging area. Nothing obvious happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and shift quickly to Team Truck. What are you guys doing in the truck?
I'm gonna run out to the front of the truck, see if I can pull out one of the headlights and get it working again.
Okay, you actually have you want to see if you can get a headlight to work again?
Yeah, well, I mean, also pull it out by the cord so that I can just hold the headlight and point it anywhere if I can get it working again. Use it as a giant flashlight.
You want to see if it's because neither of the lights are on, so you want to see if it's a wiring difficulty or if it's smashed, I guess.
Right.
You go outside and make a roll of speed, craft, and transport.
I mean, I also have mechanics.
That gives you one free success.
Let's see, speed, craft, just 2d6.
Okay.
And transport.
So, all right. That leaves Katsu alone in the truck. Katsu, you can jump in the driver's seat. It's your truck now.
Wow. Fuck me.
Well, he doesn't know how to drive with. Well, he doesn't have transport dice.
If I wanted a favorite use in transport, what would I be declaring right now?
Trucking.
Trucking it is.
I was gonna quote my favorite like MTV bit, the fur TV.
Damn
just
it.
like I thought. Just like I thought. It's fucked. My favorite diagnosis.
Well, I got nothing.
Yeah. It's fucked. You burn your fingers.
God damn it.
Yes. So Katsu, sorry, I think you said you didn't want to take over the truck. What do you want to do? You're in the passenger seat of a big truck. While Susano has gone outside to burn his fingers on sparks.
He's gonna be seeing what Susanna's doing, and then look for Oshiro, see where he is.
Okay, make a roll of mind and observation. So you go into Overwatch mode to go, oh shit, where the heck? Wait, Ohira's on the truck. Where is he?
Help dying.
I'd like you to roll an extra 8-sided die, because I'm going to assume that Ohiro will assist you in being found. Unless Ohiro doesn't want to be assisted. Unless Ohiro doesn't want to be found.
I would, in fact, like to be found bleeding to death.
So like you'll be looking around, and then Ohiro will say, "Oh, no, I'm over here," and he gives you an assist bonus, and then you can see where Ohiro is. Who's not assisting you is Rahul, who you have no idea where he is.
Yeah, let's actually get out of the truck at this point because our friend is not with us, and we're gonna try to go get him.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll of speed, athletics, and evasion, because I assume that you want to, be as serpentine as possible. Okay, and now Team Warehouse. Rahul, you didn't hear anything, but but since you were moving and running around and not like in Overwatch mode looking for stuff, If they shot at you with crossbow bolts and like rolled really shitty, you might not even notice.
Yes.
So you are behind a tall crates. They are stacked 3 high. You wonder if this is a safety violation.
It probably is. I am going to take a moment and try to see if I can find any way to get upstairs from where the snipers were shooting.
Okay, let's see. You were outside, and you've been here before.
Not
So
in the factory itself, though.
no, but you have come to this area, and I'm also going to assume that you are an elite hacker who would have done at least some due diligence before coming here. So, as part of a flashback, I'm going to ask you to make a roll of mind, observation, and academics, because I'm assuming that you would have at least, like, hey, what shows up on Google Maps? Hey, did they file a plan with the city, etc.? Because this isn't the first time you've been here. Unless you have other abilities you think that might add to this.
Well, 2 successes.
Okay. Based on yeah, so based on what you've seen, that was the loading dock. There should be at least 2 stairwells to go up. One of them would be like if you followed the wall, turned 90 degrees, and then went there should be one there, and there should be another one on the other side, based on what you've seen on the floor plans and standard escape routes. There were a lot of these buildings that were built in the post-war period where they're the most boring, boxy structures. And this place, like I said, is very much from the 1990s, from the 80s and 90s tech boom that was in Japan, but then abandoned in the 2000s. So, yeah, you think you know where some stairs are. With 2 successes, you can move to the next pallet of crates and start making your way to the closest stairwell if you want to do that while still remaining undercover.
Then I will do so.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh,
Katsu, you were
my-
running out. You were running
my roll
outside.
was- so go ahead.
Yeah, you have 2 successes on your. Well, no, you had 1 success on your roll.
Yeah, my
Uh,
observation die is the same as evasion, so don't worry about me having to re-roll it.
Okay. Well, as you run outside, you will hear a thwip noise and then a sound of metal scraping across the ground. So you think someone shot at you, but you don't turn around to look because you only have 1 success. Instead, you get to Ohira. Oh my God, Ohira's dead! And then Ohira, do you contradict him?
I'm not dead yet.
You upgrade his condition to alive.
Gasp.
Yay.
He has been. He looks like he's been hit by a truck.
Those bastards.
So, and that's all you'll get with 1 success. So
All right.
you'll discover he's alive. Rahul, I assume, is moving closer to the stairwell.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Rahul, you will hear from like it's a big factory floor, and there will be like catwalks clinging to the sides of the window. Like on the 2nd and 3rd floor, there will be those kind of like one-pace walk-arounds that you see in all those old first-person shooters that are set in factories. Because if they were going to build floors in here, they might do that. But like I said, this is just a big empty box. You will hear clattering noises as the sound of a like 2, 3, 4 people running around on the higher decks, not trying to be stealthy. So just the clang, 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 clang noise as they, and it gets louder. So what you can't see anything, but you can hear people moving closer.
Okay.
But nothing obvious happens. Like if they had a shot, they don't take it.
Okay, I will continue moving towards the staircase.
Okay, last time you rolled 2 successes. Okay, so you move closer, and I'll get back to you in a bit. Outside with Team Truck. Okay, so Susano, like, or Jakai, you just look at this going, well, that's fucked. And then you can look over and you can see that Ohira is helping. Sorry, Katsu is helping Ohira, who went down. What are you going to do about this?
And I think it's
Jakai?
entirely impossible to fix a headlight.
With the successes you rolled, it's a lost cause.
Right, I just meant I can't try again, is what I'm asking.
No.
Okay.
Might need to like go to a hardware store and actually get a new light or something.
I mean, like an old school GM like me might roll randomly to see if the truck is screwed up or not. But I was thinking, well, let's just see how well you roll in your successes, and I'll use that as a randomizer.
Well, no, I understand. I just thought maybe, maybe only that meant only one headlight was busted. Maybe I could get to the other one. But if you're saying that's for both of them, then that's fine.
Yeah, those lights are completely smashed, and there are some like if you ever see an old, like when you see a movie like Space Mutiny, you may have noticed that the machines have those big white steel framework structures around them.
Right.
Like there's all the complicated machinery. Yeah.
Also,
Two of those
hardcore
bars
reference,
are
by the way, Space Mutiny.
hey, I'm pitching to my audience because you knew exactly what I was talking
The Battlestar Galactica rip movie, yeah.
Yeah, but you saw that factory, right?
Yeah. With windows to the outside, even though it's in a spaceship.
So you know that those big white, like the big square poles that are always embedded in the ground. Like
Yeah.
two of those are stuck in the front of your car, and your headlights are smashed. The radiator's punched in. A variety of fluids are dripping out of the car.
All right. Well, one of my favorite things in basically anything is one of those mechanical types that, even everything's busted to shit, they always find a way to make something work. So I'm going to run back to the cabin and open the door.
Yeah.
Does the light in the cabin come on?
At some point, I could just point out that you brought a flashlight. You could just use
that ruins everything, Raph. If you say I brought a flashlight and I'm trying to be cool and mechanical and MacGyvery.
And I'm gonna fire back at this. I think it's really great that you're trying to be cool mechanically, dude. You rolled 5 failures.
Yeah, but no, what I was trying to do is open the cabin door, have the headlight come on, rip the mirror off the top, and use the mirror to reflect light into the factory. Stupid but cool. And apparently, I have this mechanical skill that if I don't fucking use it, I feel like it's worthless. So if you don't give me this, Raph.
Well, I feel bad because you keep rolling all failures.
Yeah, but that was on a completely different thing.
Alright, so...
Are you telling me that the inside light that's on its own battery and not connected to the rest of the truck and the mirror are both broken too?
You know how I said it doesn't make backup noises when you back up? There isn't a canopy light inside the truck.
Alright, Raph, you win! I pull out my flashlight! What do I see?
But I mean, if you want to improvise a light with using the mirror to try and illuminate the inside of the...
Well, literally, that was my last idea before you told me I had a flashlight, because I don't have anywhere listed I have a flashlight.
You have a phone. It's a flashlight. So go
As somebody
ahead.
who doesn't own a phone in real life, I can easily forget that.
I know. So go ahead and make a roll of speed and craft. Yeah, but also, it's worth pointing out there's no canopy light and there's also no backup lights, which means this vehicle violates a whole bunch of safety standards.
Well, no, there are backup lights. We've said that multiple times. The red lights, yeah.
Sorry, my bad. The backup noise isn't working. So there's a whole bunch of violations of this car.
It's like it's a truck that's been sitting around for 50 years.
Rahul, you will see a spotlight, which looks like some kind of focused light, starts sweeping around inside the factory through the garage door. It's probably one of your friends outside. But it's like a tiny light, which he starts to focus and move around, without any focus just yet.
I will continue focusing on the stairway because I am. First of all, I am pretty sure that I will encounter somebody on there, and second, I don't really think that it's very helpful.
Okay, and I assume you still have what's in your hand? The heavy drill bit. What did you have in your hand again?
I have some.
The Tonto?
Tanto, yes, some ceramic knife.
Yeah, the illegal ceramic knife.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so the light will sweep around. Mostly it's a distraction right now. Hey, you can see that big machine. You did a big number on it. It's crunched all to hell. Katsu, are you going to try and carry? Are you going to try and do first aid on Ohira, or you're going to try to carry him somewhere? Or are you going to like put a pillow over his face and put him out of his misery? What are you going to do?
First aid would probably be the best.
First aid is mind and academics.
I take the pillow too at this point.
You would get there actually is EMT is in the book. You be playing an emergency first responder. None of you are.
We had one at one point as a side character, but not anymore.
Yeah.
What was this?
Yeah. First responder was one of the character options.
Oh, that's 2.
Okay. You will successfully revive Ohira. Ohira, you are now participating in play again. If you have any gifts that recharge from a hit or an action or when your turn starts, you may recharge those.
Nope, I only got like Panic Soak, which is on Rally.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You may recharge your Panic Soak.
Yep, there we go.
As you actually wait. No, don't recharge your Panic Soak because you don't know if there's no hostiles around, and you've been hearing Katsu getting shot at, so you are still panicked until someone rallies you.
Yep.
I mean, technically you can't see them, but on the other hand, you were just incapacitated. You know they're out there.
Yeah, I just
So-
woke up in a strange situation. I'm like, oh dang.
Well, to clarify, you never actually passed out. You were just incapacitated.
Mhm.
Which happens in anime, but never happens in tabletop role-playing games.
Could I use an action to, or is that a stunt?
It's you. Well, you move to him, and you can only do. Well, actually, you have extreme actions, don't you? You can take 3 actions, right?
Yes, I was wondering if
All right,
I'd be able to rally him.
As your second action, you can try to rally him. Roll your will and tactics. Say something encouraging.
Get up, we need you. I can't shoot you from this far away.
I assume as your third action, you will help him stand back up, or do you just or do you just say, here, take this crossbow body. Yeah, you're fine. Just run away.
No, I'm gonna help him up.
Dish the evidence on him and run.
Make a roll of body and athletics. I think you guys are pretty reasonably healthy. No one actually put, well, not that healthy.
D4 body.
You try to help him up. Oh my god, he's really heavy.
Lose some weight, dude.
At least you didn't budge.
Okay, so here I guess your action will be to stand up.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys will stand up, and the 2 of you are stand up, but are still hunched down because you're worried about getting shot at. Okay. Well, good news. You're not being shot at. Susano, I need an evasion roll.
All right.
Mr. Captain Obvious here.
That's fine. So I'm 4. I guess I wouldn't still be holding my. Can I still be holding my large trash can shield?
No, because you're holding a mirror and a flashlight, and you've made a makeshift spotlight out of that. So it's both.
I just imagine I've been carrying them around, but I didn't know if I was still holding them. All right. And how about an 8?
You were missed. So you're wandering around doing the spotlight, and then you move to another position, and you hear a thunk as something hits the ground. I need a second roll from you, because apparently you're Mr. Popularity.
How does a 3 work for you?
The second one, you were actually hit by a crossbow bolt for a whopping 2 points of damage.
I soak it.
All right. It hits you, ow, but it gets stuck in your work clothes.
Nope, my street clothes. As I said, I didn't come here straight from work.
Oh, my bad. It gets stuck in your street clothes. Ah, my favorite jacket!
God damn it.
Rahul, you move close to a stairwell. You're like, hey, finally, the steel stairwell. And then you hear a thunk, 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 thunk noise. And you can barely make out in the darkness a humanoid figure that approaches you. Because it's this dark, you can still defend yourself, but you can't counterattack. It apparently lunges at you, so I would like a roll of speed and evasion to get out of the way. You
I
dodge
have
like a
really-
boss.
Oh, dang.
Yes, that's why I picked my D8 this time.
Okay, it lunges at you. It moves past you. It is a humanoid figure. Whether it's one of those robot guys or whatever, it's hard to tell in the dark. You dodge like an enemy boss. That is the exciting bad guy round. I'm gonna do team factory because Rahul is the closest to a hostile.
I would like to. I would not. I would definitely like to try out what this thing is made out of. So I'm going to stab.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit. I will attempt to evade. You must roll a 3 or better.
I have a 6.
You have a mere 1 success. How much damage does the Tonto do? I think we wrote it down. It's like 3 points.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Because later we're gonna, I'm gonna like, since we decided on a certain die limit, we're gonna lower all those. You will stab it, and then the knife will come back out. Remember, you've been stabbing some of these robot guys before. This is indeed a robot guy. You stab him, slash the knife. It rips that they have that weird kind of that soft plastic that's molded to look like a human shape, and then when you cut into it and rip with the twist the knife and rip it back out, you can break a bunch of servo motors and electronics. So it, most importantly, when the knife comes out, there's no blood on it. You did not kill it, but you definitely like injured it. So it's not a person.
Okay.
I also love how stone cold killer Rahul is. I wonder if this is a person. Stab.
Yeah, I know. I was literally typing that. Rahul just tried to kill me.
I mean, they have been shooting at me for quite some time.
I know.
I am very through with it.
I know you're a stone cold killer. Bob,
I mean, there's still that thing where like soldiers in battle will still try to aim above their opponents because they just don't want to kill a person.
Well, the only game
we also flanked people coming out of the warehouse and gang stabbed them to death too. So
you guys are monsters, is what I'm saying.
Well, we could debate that's the only game I've ever seen that brought that up as an issue was World of Darkness 2nd edition. They're on Chronicles of Darkness, which is 3rd edition now. And that was the morality rule, where the idea that if you were going to do something that was going to kill someone, you had to pass a saving throw, because even if it didn't kill them, the fact that it could kill them could give you post-traumatic stress disorder. I thought that was a neat rule that, like if you were playing normal people, that, you might think twice before stabbing someone.
Yeah, gotta amp yourself up to kill them first.
Well, or that your second kill will be easier than the first, because if you can pass the roll to kill the first person, you never have to roll again.
Look, if you can get from an accidental homicide to a premeditated homicide, then we're good.
Right. Well, those were actually different levels, because manslaughter was a different level than premeditated, which I thought was pretty good for a noir game. But I also want to point out that one reason why we never put this in our games is because that rule in World of Darkness had vocal opposition. Like, people were extremely mad at it. So I don't put that in our games. I assume you're all Grand Theft Auto people who will just like murder people. But also, I think,
ironically, I already had Grand Theft Auto as an excuse for things I did in another game.
Yeah.
But also to flip this around, Rahul is probably the most likely among you to be a Goldenstock.
Also, don't forget that the militaries around the world started to explicitly oh god, what's the word?
Train?
Well, I was going to
No.
say probably because they train you now to act as a matter of instinct, so you don't think about it, so you don't have that momentary lapse.
They court gamers because gamers have less moral.
They assume that they're inured because they've been playing Call of Duty so much.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's probably why they had that game, the America's Army, made by America's Army.
Yeah, and other issues. But right. But I mean, like, they're if anyone was just gonna stab a man in the dark, Rahul is a career criminal. So
Exactly.
it's like,
Well, I mean, I thought he just stole stuff and not like shanked people.
Yes.
I mean, that's here. I mean, I'm just saying what my point of view is. I'm not Rahul, so.
Right,
but I know you get involved with the Yakuza, eventually you're gonna have to stab a dude.
Rahul has all of his fingers. That's all I'm saying.
But it's a robot, so who cares? Because everybody knows robots aren't people.
That was the rule in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joe. We
And
can kill as many as we want if they just blow up in the end because they were robots.
And most importantly, Samurai Jack.
Yeah, true.
And Probotector.
Oddly gory robot blood in that one.
All right, I know this is a little bit of a sidebar, but Rahul, I know that Germany, the video game guys, like, they had big censorship in Germany. Like, that's where Probotector comes from, where you can't kill people. But they don't really have much of that in Poland, do they? You can just get M-rated or PEGI 18 games there.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The only thing is that they cannot actually no, it doesn't. The only thing is that they cannot incite to violence. So the kinda infamous game Hatred is actually illegal in Poland.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Postal.
Postal actually did not. In Poland, nobody actually blinked at it. Hatred was officially banned because it was made by some far right people, and they so much advertised it as a far right game, and that it's a simulator and blah 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 blah.
And it's got Hatred is a different level than Postal is silly and doesn't have a lot of doesn't really get past the U.S. because it's got so many U.S. jokes in it.
Yeah, but I mean, back in the day.
Also, it's like you're waiting in line for a book signing for Gary Coleman, and the line's too long. What are you gonna do about it? Hatred is like kill everyone.
Back in the day, though, it was.
Back in the day, they would have been in Poland because it would have been localized. But moving on. This kind of stuff fascinates me. But yeah, you stab and it lurches backwards. I guess there will be sparks because it's anime, but realistically, stabbing a robot probably wouldn't do that. You silently think to yourself, I'm glad ceramic's not conductive, or this could be a problem.
Yes.
Outside, let's see. So, Susanna, someone shot at you and actually hit you. Do you want to keep shining the spotlight in the factory? Do you want to run away?
Well, I mean, since I'm looking into the factory with a spotlight, I recognize I've been shot at and hit to no effect.
Right.
Do I see the sparks, though? Can I aim the light to where the sparks are coming from?
Now I want a roll of mind and observation. Because, so you're going to keep looking.
Nothing.
Last time you only scored one success to make the device, so it let you make the device, but didn't actually let you look with it.
I have no favorite use for observation. What would this be?
Well, it's your job, so factories and businesses.
All right, made that note. So reroll a d6. Nope, not my day.
It's not your day. This is what I talked about when I talked about game design. Like, one of the problems is you've got all this dice, you're just not rolling well.
I mean, at the
All
same
right.
time, I'm still accomplishing my job. I'm a giant spotlight for all these people with guns crossbows.
Okay, so Ohira and Katsu, you guys are standing. Basically Katsu said, you can run, right? And Ohira says, I think I can. What are the two of you going to do?
Maybe we should get out of here.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
but
there's the
wait,
truck, there's the gate. You could also go through the hole that you cut in it, through the wall, through the fence, I mean.
Yeah, there is the truck. Hey, what happened to Susanoo? He's not in the truck.
You can see Susano is in the staging area, moving towards the factory, shining a spotlight in it.
And having an arrow sticking
Well,
in.
he's
his back.
cursing at something.
Well, technically, I have 2 arrows stuck in me because the other one had the same effect.
Yeah, he's cursing at something. Whatever it is, you're not entirely sure.
Yeah, I'm just like running up to the car. I'll take cover with it, and I'll just yell over. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Get in the truck!
Yeah, so you limp to the truck.
Rahul's in there. I think.
Katsu, you
He's
see
already
Ohira.
dead.
You see Ohira limp to the truck. What do you do?
I'll cover him.
Okay, you walk in front of him to be a warm body.
I say, with what? Your jacket? What are you doing?
No, just cover him with my body.
Yeah, I mean, like stand between him and the factory.
Here, give me a piggyback ride.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. Ohira was wounded. You were successful. Okay. All right. So back inside, we're gonna do people closest to hostiles first. Okay. You're no longer surprised, Rahul. So when the robot that you stabbed lunges at you, you can either dodge or counterattack with the Tonto. Which would you rather do?
I will dodge because that's my best defense.
Okay, so you stabbed it. It kind of like staggers a little bit, and then it does this thing where its head spins around 180 degrees to look at you, then the torso spins 180 degrees around, and then it lunges at you. Unfortunately, since the two of you are standing, on a stairs with a factory floor, there's no cover, and that's a tie, which means it will grab you.
Okay.
When it grabs you, it squeezes you for 2 points of damage. I need you to roll your body and endurance, and every 4 better you roll will knock off a point of damage. And I think one of the things we discovered in the draft is endurance is a rare skill. Fortunately, you've learned endurance by playing a monster online. All that body dysmorphia is going to pay off today.
I mean, it's not really that
Actually,
rare.
I don't have any endurance.
Every avatar has it, I thought.
Wow. No, not everyone.
Most of them.
I have athletics now.
Yeah.
No,
So,
it's not.
and I'm going to do another pass on that. Well, go ahead and roll your body because I can at least remove a point. And then there's 1 point left, which means you will have to, tap a soak. Okay, so you've got to soak 2 points of damage. Now, I believe you have sneaky soak, right?
I have rogue soak, yes.
Okay, so you would probably tap that.
Yes, I do think I have some soak from the outfit, but I can't find it right
And
now.
even if you did, it would only be 1 die, so it'd only be 1 point.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you tap rogue soak. So you now know it's, it got me. And your instinct is to go hide. So, okay. So, and he has successfully grabbed you. So in other words, when he lunges forward at you and you try to dodge, he slams you up against one of the crates. I don't know why I'm saying it slams you up against one of the crates and grabs you. You can see its face. Once again, their heads are, the head is a sphere with those little socket points in it. And it's got that one cyclopean, sphere.
Camera.
Yeah, that looks like a security camera in the center of it. And it makes the servo noises. It was like whisper quiet before. Now it makes crap tons of whizzing noises and sparks because you tore open its midsection.
Just to, not to interrupt real quick, since it was just said, and I feel it's the best place to ask, You said body and endurance. Each success would reduce the damage by 1, but I thought you rolled that, and then you applied whatever armor you were wearing to the number of successes, and then the stars counted to that.
My bad. That is technically what it is in these rules. But then again, if you're naked, it's 1 success, 2 success, 3 successes. So.
Well, that's what normal standard clothing is anyway. So.
Yeah. So my bad. It's effectively the same thing, but I also need to do another pass and update this.
I just wanted to make sure I was right and I wasn't thinking about it the wrong way.
Yeah. So many things we have to update in this game, and once again, thank you guys for listening to me, because like all these times I'm sitting here dealing with the QA in different parts of this game, I think, if I just didn't care, it'd be so much easier. But I appreciate you guys listening to me about that. So, we're streaming now, right? So everybody heard that.
Yeah.
All right, no worries. I appreciate that you guys care about what's going on in the game, so that's always good. So, all right. So, Stabby Death. It grappled you. Okay, and then outside, you're Mr. Spotlight, right?
Yep.
All right. You're still being shot at because you're the most obvious person in the world. So go ahead and roll your first. Go ahead and roll your first speed evasion.
Another 3.
Yeah, you're shot for 2 points of damage.
I soak it.
All right. And you are not shot a second time.
Okay.
But you shine the spotlight around. Those other 2 guys got in the truck. Okay. I'm gonna do the closest to a hostile. Rahul, you're not panicked, so you can still attack. It has grabbed you. It might try to do a finishing move on you next. So, but you still have a knife. So, and I don't think you actually have contortionist. So you're not a martial artist that breaks free.
Nope,
Sorry,
I do
you
not
can try to
have
break
counter.
free by using fighting. You can, or you could try to evade the follow-up move, or you could stab it, or do something else. What do you want to do?
I will stab it because that is the first thing that comes to my mind.
I will counterattack with the follow-up move. You need to roll a 6. Oh my god!
I have a 7.
Okay. So I have good news and bad news. We're tied. So the follow-up move that I would do with you.
He has a 7.
Yeah, you're not tied.
Oh, you have a 7. Oh, my bad. Derp. Good thing you won, because I would have cleaned your freaking clock. Because I would have knocked you down and you would have taken me out. That's a 7, but that and we use these rules. That's 4 successes. So I keep forgetting it's not ties. What's the 3 or 4 star result for the freaking Tonto?
Damage 5.
All right. Well, I assume you stab it in the face.
That's actually one of the examples for using a lesser star result.
Yeah.
Because a 3-star is less damage, but at range. 2-star is more damage, no range.
Right.
So it's a good example for using less stars.
Right. So I assume that you do the you just when that emotionless face looks at you, you just stab it, because that's gonna be 5 points of damage, which I have no prayer in hell of soaking. So you will stab it in the face. There will be and I guess, are you the stone face type, or you're the grimacing angry type?
The angry type.
All right, so you'll snarl, stab the thing in the face, and there'll be a shattering of plastics and ceramics as the knife basically cracks the head like an egg. It lets go of you, stumbles a little bit, and kind of gropes where its head's supposed to be, and then collapses like a rag doll.
Phew. Okay, I am going to find some quiet spot to recover from.
Okay, because you can hear something is also coming down the stairs towards you, so you run farther away from the stairs. Now, Eve, you stabbed me as an action, so hiding is also an action. So you can just move away. You'll have to hide next round to recharge Rogue Soak.
Okay.
So it's stab, crap, and then you run off like the sneaky bastard that you are. Okay, so outside, Team Truck, you're shining the spotlight inside. Go ahead and make a roll of mind observation and a bonus D8, because this is the second time you've tried to do this, Susano. There we go. 2 successes. Okay. Rahul's not actually hiding, so you can see Rahul running and you see him run behind cover. You shine the spotlight and you can see that he was next to a stairwell. There are 2 figures on it. When you shine the light on them, it glints off of their plastic heads. There were 2 robots coming down the stairs towards him. Also, you can see that there is another robot standing next to the machine that you smashed into. And that robot has some sort of a device in its hand. It looks like an explosive or a grenade because it's preparing it. Like it's a small cylindrical object that could be a grenade.
Well, fuck.
In fact, you are a technician. I'd like you to make a roll of mind and academics. And you have what? Mechanics and electronics?
I have mechanics and carpentry.
Okay.
Technically, if it's a nail bomb, I might be good for it. If it's mind and academics, then we are screwed.
It's some kind of grenade.
I'm not a thinking man. I'm assuming the active observation is my action, right?
Well, no, you're in Overwatch mode. So if you don't move, you can still take an action.
Because I would like to try and rush forwards at this thing.
Well, first of all, it's several paces away, and I forgot to point this out. It doesn't look like it's preparing the robot isn't paying attention to you.
Oh no, I know it's trying to blow up the evidence. I'm trying to get in there quick. I mean, I'll even yell, "Get the truck moving! We gotta get in there!"
So you'll shout no. Well, that's going to be since you have to use an action, that's going to be speed and athletics because you can sprint as an action. You don't get any free movement when you're in Overwatch mode.
All right, I've got no athletics. I'm not a very physical guy either. Not a thinking guy, not a physical guy.
You're just not rolling anything today.
Not much of a guy, really. I mean, I got nothing else I can tap or anything, so I got what I got.
Personality?
No, that doesn't exist. No, I mean motto is what we got in this game, and we don't have. I've used that the first roll.
It's called force of will. You are just not rolling very well. Oh my god, they're gonna destroy the evidence! You shout and slowly limp towards.
Well, yeah, it's like get the truck moving, get it forwards.
Well, Team Truck, you guys are in the truck. Somebody want to drive?
So which one of us is in the driver's seat? Do you have any transport there, Griffin?
Nope. I'm fighting you for shotgun here.
All right, so I'll get in the driver's seat and I'll see if Kanishiro can do anything about it. That would be, what would it be for mine and transport or speed and transport?
Well, do you want to get out of here fast or do you want to get out of here slow?
Well, he wants us to drive the truck into the building again, I believe.
What I was indicating, yeah. I want them. I'm assuming I can't get there in time. I wanted them to ram that thing before he sets off the explosive.
Well, Katsu, if you're in a hurry, it's speed and transport.
All right, so I get to roll.
You get an extra success if you have trucking.
Nope. Damn it. Is Force of Personality a respite gift or a session gift?
It is a rest gift.
All right, and I've used it last session during I think I used it when I almost got hit, so I don't have it again.
Yeah, so you don't have it again. So you fumble. Not to mention this is a damaged vehicle, so the truck makes a pained noise. You hear a thumping noise inside the under the hood in the engine. I'd say under the hood, but there is no hood. Well, that's not good. Hey, when did they start compartmentalizing gas tanks so they can't explode? It's kind of an important question right now.
So it's the Pinto, I guess?
So that would be late 70s, early 80s. When was this truck made?
Sometime in the 70s. We don't know if it was early 70s or late 70s.
I know, it's like suddenly question, hey, how likely do you think this gas thing is to explode?
It's clearly the most imperative question for us to answer right now while we get shot.
Yeah, this would be the questions in your mind. You know, the voiceover effect as you're slowly hobbling forwards. It's like, wait a second, was that truck early 70s or late 70s?
If it makes you feel any better, the Pintos didn't explode, they just caught fire.
Killing everybody inside, yeah.
Not that great. So, speaking of not that great, I don't think we did Rahul yet. Rahul, I think you wanted to try and hide, right?
Yes, I would like to hide.
All right, that's an action. It's speed and evasion. You must roll at least one success.
I do have one success.
You have one success. You hide from trivial people. So only people with Overwatch can target you. They can still move to where you are. They just can't actually attack you or something like that. But yeah, you run and hide. So you will defeat trivial inspection. The whoever the robot guys are who came down the stairs are going to pause and go into Overwatch mode to try and find your sorry ass.
The question is, do I see that robot that Susanna was shouting about?
From your vantage point, no. You've only rolled one success on a hide plus another because of stealth, and you're not in Overwatch mode, so I'm going to assume that you found a good place to hide first and foremost.
Okay.
Also, you have two successes, so you have so instead of just being concealed, you are like really good hidden, so you'll defeat the one success that one robot rolled. So, in other words, you are extra hidden. So they're looking around and can't spot you.
Great.
But yeah, you don't have a good vantage point either. You are hidden. You may recharge any and all hide gifts. Okay. Susano ran inside, or Susano tried to run inside, but you failed your roll and they failed the truck roll. The robot guy with the explosive device is going to move up to the machine and pull the cord on the device. It is for lack of a better word, it's a thermite charge, because whatever it is, there is a blinding flash of light and an instant burst of flame. And you guys ever smelled like a sparkler, like you use on 4th of July?
Yeah.
Okay, multiply that by 1,000. Like, whoosh. In fact, I would like, Jakai, you can actually see it. I would like you to make a roll of speed and endurance.
Huh. Okay.
Let's see if you can make a roll today.
Well, it's the thing I have the most dice in. 1, 2, 3.
I know.
One success.
One success is enough that you are not blinded. Like, you cover your eyes before the flash.
Unfortunately, I'm not wearing a modular outfit, so not that I can use dice on.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you'll cover your that's just the blinding effect. This is an explosive. Like, imagine if 1,000 sparklers just went off, like, a dozen paces.
You mean like a firework?
You
can find 1,000 sparklers is basically a firework.
Right, but it's a really bright flash. The purists might mention that thermite doesn't actually go up like this, but it's a similar to that. Whatever this was, it's kind of a sabotage charge. And then the next thing is burning metal. I'm not exactly sure what burning metal smells like.
Basically the same.
It smells like whatever it's burning into.
Okay. Well, it's a concrete floor, so I'm sure it's not pleasant.
Well, no, burning metal has its own smell. I mean, have you never been around somebody that are welding pipes together?
Yes, so it smelled like that. And I'm guessing it's probably also toxic to breathe in these vapors, but you can worry about that later. I don't think this factory is built to OSHA standards.
Well,
Yeah,
it's in
there's
Japan,
not a
for
single
one thing.
fire alarm or a sprinkler system going off or anything.
Crazily enough, neither of those systems are in evidence.
Again, though, it's Japan. It doesn't have OSHA.
But they would have whatever it is. Yeah, there's a big flash, and then like the thing is starting to turn into soup.
JISHA, actually. JISHA. Japan Industrial Safety and Health Association.
Now quick for you guys. Rahul, you are in the factory. Whoever those guys are, like the two robots don't seem to have found you, and you can't. You will see the shadows created by the flash and then smell the metal. You're probably experienced enough as a criminal that you recognize like destroy the evidence type stuff before.
Possibly, yes. I mean, thermite is not that uncommon, so I probably know what it is. But
yeah, so you even if you haven't experienced this firsthand, like your character wouldn't be, that's what that smells like. So it's like smells like destroying the evidence. Because I think, have you actually trafficked in weapons? Like I'm not sure what kind of a criminal you were before you came here, and I'm not sure you want to tell us.
Yes.
Okay.
I have, to be honest, I have not quite established that yet.
Okay, well, there are basically two criminal careers in the book, because there's criminal, which is the career criminal, and there's hacker, and you're a criminal. So I assume you've trafficked in stolen goods before.
Yes.
Okay, so that flash goes off. You're still hidden. All your hidden gifts have recharged. You know where the two guys are who are looking for you, but they haven't spotted you. You could run to the exit. You could stay hidden. You could do something else. What do you want to do?
I am going to wait a second until I know what everyone else is doing.
Okay, so you're going to pass. Moving on, Susano, you can see the device. When your vision recovers from the after image, not only that thermite charge go up, but you only see half of the robot that set it off, like its lower legs, which stagger back a little bit and then fall over.
Is there a way to put out burning thermite?
No.
Pull down my pants and I pee on it.
I mean,
I can't.
The point of it.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm trying to think. Huh. Well, then I guess I've lost.
All that rolling.
I guess I run back. I stumbled forwards and I failed that roll, which means I didn't get very far, right? So can I run back to the truck?
You can.
Since the truck didn't move anywhere?
Yeah, and you can see they're flooding the engine.
Get out of the driver's seat. I've got this.
What is this weird thing in the middle? The stick. What is it for?
Katsu, you're able-bodied, right? You didn't go down?
Yes.
Okay, you get out of this. The truck is huge. You get out of the seat and let Jakai in. Jakai, I'm not going to make you roll again. You can get the truck moving.
And the thermite is melting how much of the machine?
It looks like it melted about half of it.
Because I would like to try and melt the ramming half of it. I mean, the ramming half. I'm mixing my words up together. I'd like to melt... Bleh! Come on, brain. Working with you today.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I would like to try to ram the half of the machine that is melting away. Try to push it off, separate it from the other half of the machine with the truck.
That wouldn't be possible because I said half of it. It's the middle half. So
you mean from the top down? Sorry, I was imagining like it ran up, activated a thermite explosive on the side of the machine.
Yeah, it did. It took out like the middle section of it. Like the it's almost as if the robot had a protocol to find the most mission critical part of the machine and destroy that first. That I'll tell you for free because you're a craftsman.
All right. Revised. I would like to just slam my hand down on the horn and just leave it there. Oh, wait, the horn doesn't work. You don't have to remind me.
No, the horn does.
All right, then I just slam it
One
on
of the
there.
few independent systems.
Just slam it on there. Hopefully Rahul knows what this means.
It'll go. Well, maybe he heard that, guys. I mean, like a couple of slams on it, and it starts to give up. Oh, and Ohira will jump as like a spark flies, like a big spark flies out of.
This isn't normal for a car, is it?
Rahul, you hear the saddest truck horn.
Okay, I guess it's time to go then.
I assume if you want to get the hell out of here really quickly, that's going to be a roll of your favorite stuff: speed, mind, athletics, and observation. Oh, sorry, athletics. Sorry, speed, mind, evasion, and observation. So you start running out of it. Hey guys, Rahul's in the truck. Apparently he was here the whole time.
I mean, I think you added at least 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, that's anime levels of invasion. That's like blurry lines.
Yes.
Literally after images in front of the robots that are still in there.
Well, they never even saw him. So yeah, that was just my after image. I love that joke. All right, well, the robots do something that none of you see. So, Jakai, do you want to drive the truck away? Do you want to?
Yeah, we're getting out of here.
All right. You guys left the gate closed, right?
The front gate, not the building gate.
The front gate, which is just like a chain link fence.
Right. I don't think we did anything with the front gate other than Arcaloid's character walking through it, and then it closed behind him, I think.
When you ram the front gate, make a roll of will and transport for me.
Will. Okay.
Oh, sorry. And you get an extra D8. Because you rolled so well to check the damage of the car before. Like, once again, this truck, one success.
So many ones today. Actually, I have trucking.
You can re-roll one of those ones.
Well, one of those ones is a D8.
Yay!
2 successes.
2 successes. So you will hit, like, the truck is in bad shape. But you, for the sake of romantic style writing, like, you will ram the gate in the way to try and not, break the axle or wrap anything around the wheels. It's a simple chain link fence with an automated motor. It doesn't offer any real resistance. Normally I wouldn't even bother with it, except that the truck is in shitty shape. You will then break out and drive onto the street. You guys did this at like 3 a.m. If anyone called the police, they're not here.
Wait, not a lot of noise got made until the thermite charge. And those don't even really make a lot of noise, do they?
No, but there's a light flash and smoke plume. If there were any cameras nearby that could actually spot this, someone might have seen something unusual and reported it. But like I said, you guys are in an abandoned Kansai district. It's almost as if we can do things here and no one will notice.
I mean, also the truck probably isn't all that quiet now anymore either.
No, this truck's not street legal. So where are you going to take the front of it is smashed in. If anyone sees this or you drive in front of any cameras, something will get spotted.
Is there a local dump somewhere or
We just leave it on the side of the street and then hop onto a train.
Sure, it's only covered in our fingerprints. That's a great idea.
Make a roll of mind and academics, and I assume Rahul will pull out his phone and offer advice and give you a bonus D8. Will you do that, Rahul?
Yes, I will.
Yeah, so it's like, hold on, I researched this area before in case we had to dump a lot of evidence in a big hurry.
I'm smart too. I could go ahead and do an assist.
Do you have Streetwise?
No.
I could assist him.
Do you have Streetwise?
Yes.
You get a bonus
mind
D.
and academics?
Don't even bother rolling. You get a bonus D8 from Katsu. It's like, hey, where do I dispose of evidence? And the two streetwise guys immediately chime in.
There's ones, at least half of every roll that I've made has been ones.
Have you tried not sucking?
I have, but I'm addicted to it. That's 2 successes.
All right. Yeah, with Rahul's phone and with Katsu's local advice, and I guess, Griffin and Ohira was there too.
Yeah, it'd be really smart if you didn't park it halfway into the street.
You guys will drive deeper into the industrial district rather than into the commercial district, where cameras would spot you. And even though some of those cameras, even though you'll drive past some cameras, those are probably just the cameras that are recording for trespassers and that sort of thing. So that footage will probably not be reviewed for a while. This is the future, and visual recognition, on them might flag someone as there was traffic. But I'm also assuming that with their, you drive casually. In other words, you do everything you can not to trip stuff up. Your goal is to abandon the truck somewhere then?
Well, I was hoping for more like a dump style area where I could just drop it off in there and it wouldn't be noticed. Maybe a scrapyard or something.
You find another derelict area where people have already abandoned a couple other cars. So you think it would be inconspicuous here. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. You're leaving a trail of fluids behind.
My blood included.
I mean, you're leaking everything.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it is, well, yeah, again, to what I was going for, that wouldn't matter. But if this is just like an abandoned field or warehouse district, then it doesn't really matter either, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, in other words, you roll what? 2 successes?
Yeah.
Okay. A police investigation would have to roll 3 successes or more to find this. In other words, they would have to be serious about
Conversely,
it.
does anybody have a lighter?
You want to burn the vehicle?
Yeah. Fingerprints, man.
You are a working class Japanese man. You have cigarettes and a lighter.
It's okay. You don't have to worry about the fingerprints. I covered it all up with my blood.
That's fine. Just get away from the vehicle.
Oh.
I'm gonna light a cigarette, smoke it to halfway, and then flick it into the gas.
Well, it takes a little bit more than that, but yeah.
Yeah, well, if we're romanticizing the gate, then we're romanticizing the flick.
Okay, before you do that, I'm going to assume that the other people, more criminals, like, frisk the vehicle for anything interesting. Right?
Yes, please.
Okay, because I think this still has the weird coffin in the back of the vehicle, right?
I think
we actually failed to open up the back. But
no,
yeah, we have
you opened
time
the back.
To do so now.
I think
you opened the back. You just never got into it because you were trying to load something into it.
I think the last time Rahul was here, he noticed there was the weird coffin in the back of the truck.
Well, there was like the human-shaped things.
Right.
Like they were filled with like packing material, but they were human-shaped.
Right. Like it could hold, this hole was made for me. Like it could hold me. I mean, that's still here and it's still empty, but it's a thing of interest. So if you guys want to like heave it out, it's not as heavy as it looks because it's aluminum and foam. I mean, it's heavy that you need it's heavy and bulky, so 2 or 3 people need to move it, but it's not that heavy. So you could pull that out the back and then destroy the vehicle if you wanted to.
I still think saving it up might be a good idea. I would just, put it somewhere inconspicuous in this field. Maybe some trash pile or something like that.
You do have 2 successes. Only a serious police investigation that knew to look for this would be able to find it. Like I said, you would take 3 or more successes to find it. So Rahul and Katsu can advise you guys how to scrub it down to make sure you remove any evidence. So do you still want to destroy the vehicle, Jakai?
Yes.
Well, Jakai wants to destroy the vehicle. Rahul doesn't. What do Katsu and Ohira want to do?
I think go home, maybe.
Okay, so Ohira wants to go home. Katsu, what do you want to do?
Well, once we've saved that sarcophagus, I guess burning the vehicle would help to get rid of any evidence that we were there.
Okay, so in the interest of expedience, I would like both Jakai and Rahul to roll their will. Oh, what?
I will acquiesce and go with the destroying of the vehicle.
I thought you were going to say, stab me.
Okay.
You cold stone killer.
No, but you can save the sarcophagus, which might have, for lack of a better word, I mean, it's a big carrying case that you put a body in. Technically, a sarcophagus would be for dead people. This is just a weird carrying case. And the fact that it exists, it might have some other information that's useful. This is a very nice case because it's aluminum and has the custom foam in it. So it's this isn't like casual garbage. There might actually be some more information.
Well, yeah, I mean, it has measurements, and we can see if anybody's been doing anything, ordering things to those measurements. Somebody somewhere out there had to have gotten packing material made specifically for this thing, because it has packing material in it. That's not their... These companies don't do everything themselves. It's physically impossible, so somewhere they had to have ordered something.
So Jakai, you want to destroy the vehicle. That's going to be a roll of will and craft. Do you have any gifts like sabotage?
My specialty in craft is sabotage, but no.
Okay, you get to reroll 1/1, and you may claim a 2d8 bonus because I assume that when Katsu and Rahul, see that you want to destroy the vehicle, they advise you on how to destroy a vehicle.
Yes.
Certainly.
And that one was a 6.
Whoosh!
So all successes.
Well, there's your roll for the night for destroying a vehicle. Okay, I can't stay too much longer because I have a 2 o'clock appointment.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you guys again for playtesting and for helping us out with a couple issues.
Yay.
We have the rereading of the mottos. Jakai, I believe, is a hero that we found in you, right?
Indeed.
So you did distract and get shot at for a while, so it's a point for you. Ohira, I know you didn't do that much, but what was your motto?
What am I doing here?
That's a point for
Bleeding
you.
to death.
Katsu, what was yours?
Doing it their way is not as much fun.
Okay, so that's going to be a point for you. And Rahul, what's your motto?
Observe and act.
All right. So all of you get 1 experience point for living up to your motto. We already did a really huge debriefing, so I'll give you a 2nd experience point for participating in the debriefing. So that's like 2 experience points. And to sum all of this up, I believe I gave you a goal of find out what's going on in the warehouse, right? Or find out what's going on in the factory.
I don't think you ever officially said it.
Yeah, I don't have it.
You guys didn't have a goal?
I have no goals. I have not had a goal since ever. I didn't even start with a goal.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to give you guys, this is another thing that needs to be done in the playtesting. I'm going to give you guys a new proc. The proc is Insider with TML, and I will explain this more in the next session. But your fact-finding information and some of the other stuff that you're going to find out as a result of all of this fallout is going to give you some insight into something. Insider is not a proc that's on the list yet, but if you guys remember, it's a bonus to deal with a certain thing.
Yep.
And I don't know if you guys remember where you've seen TML before.
The convention, wasn't it?
Yes, Transverse Micrologic. Transverse Micrologic is the company that Zaburo bought that it designed the chips that make that makes the NIE VR system possible.
Very nice.
So those of you who are listening to the stream, there's going to be some spoilers. But you guys, based on some of the stuff that you discovered here today and some of the other information, you're going to go home and look some of this stuff up. Especially because you managed to stab a couple robots. So there's robot bits, things that you observe directly, and this thing. But I do apologize. I have to be somewhere at 2 o'clock, so I got to go hit the road.
All right. I'll catch you later.
Thank you, everybody, for helping us through the playtesting. I had some people ask us for updates. Yes, we are obviously still working on Vital Hearts, so if you're watching this, we're working on it.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody, for your support.